Whenever I hear people explain why they can't speak English, I usually hear the same reason. I don't have anyone to speak English with, and so I don't practice it or speak it, and that's why I can't speak English. And almost everyone says this. People who can't even form a simple sentence say it too. But is that really the real reason? And yes, it's true that if you have an English speaking partner, it can definitely help you improve your spoken English. But if you don't have anyone at home or around you, that doesn't mean you can never learn to speak English. Just think about it. If we were surrounded by an English speaking environment, we would have learned English naturally. We would not need all these strategies, videos, or practice methods. It would just happen on its own. And in that case, English wouldn't even be such a valuable skill. But because we don't have that environment, now we need to work a little harder and make conscious effort to learn English. For example, you need to learn basic grammar to understand sentence construction. You need to watch English content, practice shadowing, and try to making your own sentences. And most of all, you need to stay consistent and keep trying to improve little by little. So simply saying I don't have anyone to speak English with is not enough. You have to put in some effort. And that's not true only for English. To learn any language, you have to make some effort. Because let me ask you something. If you don't know basic grammar, you don't know sentence construction, you never watch English content, and your vocabulary is very limited, then what would happen if I suddenly gave you an English speaking partner? What did you say? And what did you talk about? And how much could that person really teach you? So you need to understand that simply having an English speaking partner will not solve all your problems. And since most of us didn't learn English as a language from childhood, we now need some conscious learning to improve. And it's a big misconception to think that once we find an English speaking partner, we will automatically be able to talk to them fluently and all our problems will disappear. Learning English still requires some efforts, practice, and consistent learning. An English speaking partner can certainly help, but they are not a magic solution. But if you are in a situation where you already know English well, but you don't have anyone to talk, then the simplest solution is that talk to yourself. Make yourself your own speaking partner. Create fake scenarios. Pretend that you are talking to your family members, your teacher, or a shopkeeper, and practice speaking in those situations. You can also practice shadowing, and whenever you get a chance to speak English, take it. Speak whenever and wherever you can. If you try even just these few things, you will notice that you are improving a lot. And if you don't put any effort into anything and keep complaining that I don't have anyone to speak with, then your English will never improve. I hope you got it. So yeah, that's all for now. I hope it will help you, and thank you so much for watching.